So let's go back in instruction time and build step 4. Step 4 is the assembly of the steering servo mech. Sorry, my hand's a little shaky. Sorry about that. And for that, we're using this P tree. And I'll be cutting these pieces out and assembling them to this steering servo using this MA8 screw, which is the recommended screw for Tamiya servos according to the instructions. So we'll hopefully that'll work. And since that is the controller we purchased, and see what happens. So here we go. I'm going to put you on my stand so you can have a little bit of a view. And a little bit of a view. Let's see if I'm here. I'm there. All right. So, the usual stuff. I've got to cut pieces out. And, there it is. I'm looking for my handy dandy tool. So, the pieces we need are P1, which is the final washer. P1, P2, how's that for ascending order? Boink. And that's cut P4. And this is P4. And P5, 6. Oh, that's interesting. Well, is it P5 or is it P6? Let's see. Use P5 and MA8 when using Tamiya servos. So we're going to use P5. It says that right here in the instructions. So they do tell you. P5 if you're using Tamiya servos. So we are. Okay, those are our pieces. The servo is assembled like so. So the P5 is inserted with, I'm going to bring the camera down and show you the order of assembly here. So you've got, this goes on first. The servo is oriented in this manner. This goes on. Looks like oriented top-wise. Well, it doesn't fit. Oriented top-wise, right? Has it got a sleeve or some flat spot? I don't see it. This is supposed to be oriented upwards. Ah, there it goes. It's in. It's not straight though. So let me do that. Let me get this straight. Let me see if I can just lean you up against the, see if that works. Trying to get you lower down here. Don't know if that's gonna work. Nope. All right, I'm gonna put you back for the moment while I assemble. At least I wanted to show you where that goes. But I want to get it straightened up so that it's perfectly straight on the steering servo. Okay, that's there. Then the collar goes over that, which is P4, and that locks into that top little area. Right? Right. Sure. You say so. If you say so, Dave. There we go. Then, with the orientation facing down, comes P2. Then comes the washer. And then comes the screw. And we'll screw it in. And we'll screw it in. Let's see if this works. So far, it's not going in. Hey, look at that. It all falls out. It's supposed to go in. They have their own screw. I'm going to see if their screw is the screw to use. They said not to use this screw, but you know what? This controller comes with its own screw, so I'm going to see if I can, if that one will work. Can't hurt to try. So this came with the radio set, the Tamiya radio set that I bought, the 2.4G one. Let's see if that works. The answer to that is no, that doesn't work. There's a smaller screw. Jeepers. Okay. Could it be this screw? If it is, then if this is the screw that fits in that hole, I don't know. Why don't these things ever go according to plan is beyond me, but especially when they tell you to use a certain thing and then it doesn't work. So there's a teeny weeny little screw that I don't think can work, but we'll find out. I don't think it's long enough. This thing would probably need a jeweler screwdriver to even get it in. Now, this is too short. Well, that's good. You know, here's something totally simple. Supposed to be just easy to do. And it doesn't work. Okay. I'm trying to put these back in the bag. And not lose them for future who knows what. And you can see that nothing in this world is straightforward, is it? At least it seems so when I'm building stuff. I don't know. Why would this not fit together? I ask you. I ask you. Oh, it's upside down. Okay. So, I hope I'm not going to have another one of those kind of days like I had yesterday where everything is just flip-flopping around. But it seems to be already starting in that direction. This screw just seems it's ginormous. I mean, this can't work. Look at the size of the hole. Look at the size of the screw. Let me zoom in. Look at that. Not even close, right? And this is the screw they recommend with their speed controller. MA8. See, it says right there, use P5 and MA8 when using Tamiya servos, however you would like to pronounce it. Right? And if I'm not mistaken, that's MA8. Right? Looks like a perfect match to me. Then they have these other screws. So I'm going to just have to eyeball something here and try and find a screw that really will work. So hang with me, okay? Because that's what we got to do, I guess. Where am I? Where's the camera? Over here. Okay. Right? All right. So I got lots of bags of screws here. Let's see if anything that I can eyeball will work. Huh. And I need my jeweler's screwdriver set. If I'm gonna, I don't, you know, like I got a screw here. It looks like it might be long enough, but it might go to something else that's supposed to go to. And I don't know if the head is big enough. I don't know. Why? Why are these things so freaking difficult? Well, you know, this screw, I don't even know what it is. I just pulled it out of the bag. I don't know what size it is yet. I could go to the key and try and measure it. Let me see if it'll even screw in. It does look like it's long enough. I don't know if it's going to tap, though. No. No? No. That's NG. So that's strike 3 already, right? 1. See if I got a self-tapping screw that's thinner. Do I want a self-tapping screw? They say to use a self-tapping screw, but the screw that they provide with this servo is not a self-tapping screw. It's just a normal flat thread screw. And I don't see anything here that's got a diameter thin enough to fit in that hole easily. Now, these are ginormous. Suck les bleus. This is not good. Not good at all. This is, you know, something that should take literally 3 minutes to do. Takes forever. I thought I was prepared. I read the instructions before I came on camera, and I said, I've done this before several times. It's easy as pie, right? Not pi the mathematical equation. I wasn't expecting that, or the mathematical formula, whatever you want to call it. I mean, do I force this in? It just seems to be way too wide. This is a TSU03. Let's see, is this a TSU03 that they show? It is. It's a TSU. Look at this. All right. Just to show you I'm not thoroughly crazy, I'm coming back down. Okay? There it is. TSU03. Right? TSU P5-03. And they say P5 MA8. And attach is shown. Okay? Attached is shown. Okay? MA8. Why doesn't it work? The screw is so much bigger than the hole it's supposed to go in. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Do you guys? And for the manual, let's see. Does the manual do anything good? See, they use their tiny little, they use that teeny weeny little screw that isn't going to work for this particular application. See, they use this guy with that little screw that I showed you earlier. That's this teeny weeny little thing. All right, let me get this on some white. And you see those screws, how small they are compared to this bad boy? That little one is what goes in to that hole nicely, not this big Mondo thing. So I don't know. I don't know. Maddening. Maddening. And we've already 16 minutes into a video that should be like 4, right? Should I turn this off and come back to you when I have it figured out and tell you, hey, I figured it out? Or should I force this in and wreck my servo? Let's see if I can screw this in. I mean, there's just no way. It's not going nowhere. I mean, it's not going nowhere. And I'm not even, I don't have the washer in, which makes it even more dangerous, more dangerous, more dangerous. All right. I do not know what to do. All I know is I'm in a pickle. All right, let's see. This is a flat tap. This is not a self-tapper. And this doesn't screw into this hole either. Oh, just shoot me, you know? I mean, how am I supposed to get this car up and running and built if I can't even do the most basic stuff without trouble? This is basic. And I got screws flying around. You know, this shouldn't have to be a survivor challenge. This should be easy. This shouldn't be an intellectual puzzle here. You read the directions, you follow the directions, and they're supposed to work. And usually they do. But not today. You know, not when I really want to get something done and I'm sitting here trying to put a screw back in a bag, which I shouldn't even be doing. Let's see. Nope. All right. Yay. I don't know what to do. Do you know what to do? I don't know what to do. I don't have anything that's long enough to go into that hole. Small enough to go into that hole. If it's small enough, it's not long enough. If it's long enough, it's too thick. I'm looking at all my bags and I don't have anything. Why? Why? This is all I got, kids. This is all I've got. So I'm going to cut camera, try and figure this out, and then I'll come back to you because this is stupid to watch. So I found a screw, not with anything I have used recently. I had this parts bag right here, and 9465591, God only knows if these were the screws that were really in this bag. There was one screw, and one screw only, that I have that fit this servo. It's a self-tapper. It is the same length as MA8, but it's a thinner diameter. I have nothing anywhere else that matches that screw. I've been through all these stupid bags. And these came from God only knows what car. You know, I've got 2, 3, this is now my 4th Tamiya car. So I don't know. I can't really guarantee that was originally in that parts bag. But these were bags I've saved, save every screw. I've got to move on from here thinking that this is okay. But boy, that really sucks, because if I didn't find that screw, I got nothing to hook that servo, that steering mech to that steering servo. So I'm going to move on from here. See you at the next step.